All right, I want to show you what's happening in Lincoln and Omaha with smoke, Beatrice. You guys are all getting hammered. Today is the 9th. It is just coming up on 7 p.m. Here's a satellite image of past several hours. The major wind aloft is coming from the west to the east, but at the ground level, it's actually moving north. And so you can see some fire starting off here in southern Oklahoma. This is earlier today. As those, you can see the Flint Hills, these are all doing the same thing, lighting off, and all that smoke is moving north. And if you look up here along the edge, when this clears, you can see the smoke plume starting to show up. So here's that smoke plume right along this edge. This is the leading edge of it. It's fanning out to east. It's actually gotten high enough into the atmosphere that the particles are causing these clouds to start condensing, and it's raining, but it's unlikely that any of that's making it to the ground. This is all evaporating long before it gets down. So that's why we have this heavy smoke. This is right on the edge of Crete. You can probably see some smoke in Crete. You definitely can see it in Lincoln. Beatrice is getting hammered. This smoke plume curves out like this. So Omaha, you certainly could smell it. My guess is you can probably see it by now. If you look at what's going to be happening throughout the evening, the wind is still, this is the ground level. I think this is 20 feet. It's still out of the south, and that switches and switches and switches and becomes more out of the east, more easterly, more easterly. So essentially throughout the evening, we're going to be getting wind essentially from Kansas City. That's going to be pushing it all the smoke over here all the way across Nebraska. The smoke that's over Lincoln is going to continue moving north and then eventually start shifting over to north central Nebraska. Then this is the crazy part. By morning, that's going to shift all the way back around and start blowing back out of the northwest back down to us. So that smoke from Kansas City will have drifted up into northwest, take a turn, come back down, and start drifting back down. My guess is by that time it'll have drifted well over central Iowa, and we probably shouldn't see any more smoke tonight, or not tonight, into tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. The reason this is happening, this is the first really good burn day for anybody who needs to burn with a southern wind. And you guys all saw this. I think it was, God, maybe 3-4 years ago, we had really smoked out in Lincoln for the exact same reason. That year, we only had, I think, 3 good burn days in the Flint Hills. So when that day opened up, everybody who needed to burn ran out and burned. It was getting really late in the season. So I think there was 1.5 million acres that went up during that one day, and the wind was straight out of the south, straight into Lincoln, and then it curved, oddly enough, right where the wind front was, straight into Omaha. This front is going to go past us, swing back, come back down. It's a really bad burn day for both Oklahoma and Kansas. So while a lot of people are burning, it's really dry conditions, and we're not burning as much as we normally would be in those regions. So I'm suspecting, and this is the bad thing, if we have another good burn day with wind out of the south and humidity higher, we'll probably see half again to twice the amount of smoke. Now, it depends on if it gets too late in the season, lots of farmers simply can't burn. But that is why we are where we are. So I hope that helps you figure out where all the smoke's coming from.